P&O Iona, room tour 9733. So just unlock it using your cabin card on the front there, pretty much like a hotel room. Now when you come in, again like a hotel, you got your you meant to put your cabin key in there to turn on the electrics, but I've just used a different card, which is about what most people do. Light switch there with the thing on. I'll quickly show you the bathroom first. Air conditioning controls on the outside, pretty self-explanatory, so I won't go too far into that. Right, with the bathroom there is always a light on. This is the lower level light, so if you turn the switch on it's bright. So let's just have a quick look in here. Shower, not much to say about the shower really. You do get shampoo and shower gel, body wash, shower gel complimentary. They will top them up if they run out in a week, so we don't bring any for ours. Actually my wife bought her own specialist shampoo, but apart from that, and you got a line to put your clothes there, any wet clothes, swimming shorts, costumes. Great. Pressure in the shower is really good actually, I found. I'll get onto the sink in a minute. Towels, they do come and change your towels if you leave them on the floor. I don't change my towels every day. I know some people do, some people don't, but I don't. So normally every 3 days I do it. Plenty of storage space, hand wash, toilet. Don't worry, I'm not going to lift the seat up, even though it's clean. You just don't want to see. I wouldn't want to see it either. Mirror. Yeah. Racks. How can I describe racks? Racks are racks. Bin. Sink. One issue I've got with the room is, you'll see now, the pressure on the sink is pretty poor. I mean, it's okay just for brushing your teeth, but it's only a minor thing. It's nothing I'm too worried about. When I was using it the other day, I'll turn it off. When I was using it the other day to have a shave, Phil closed the tap. I actually couldn't get the plug back up because it's one of these little pull back ones. I pulled it up to close it and I couldn't get it unlocked again. But I called downstairs and maintenance, got it fixed in no time. I've stayed in hotels with them before and I've always found them pretty rubbish in my opinion. Right, let's turn it off. Coat hooks. Do you really want me to explain how to use them? Okay, this is the CPU room. There's my wife sat at the sofa. Hi. This is actually our last day, so we're going to do our room tour today. Right, bed, double bed. They can be split into twin beds. You can see the divide there, so it's just on personal preference. The bed is a bit neater than this, but we've had our afternoon siesta. It's about 5 o'clock in the afternoon now. We had our siesta earlier because we do. Right, under the bed, this is what people ask a lot. Is there storage space in here? Yes, there is loads under the bed. We brought with us 3 big suitcases. No problems at all putting them under the bed. Locker space, safe, again like a hotel safe. Hairdryer. Every room has a hairdryer on continental plugs. You'll see why in a second. So you don't need to bring a hairdryer from home. They actually, sorry, my wife wanted a question to this. Ange, did they say you can't bring a hairdryer with you?
It's to do with like
the ampage coming out. Yeah.
Appliances.
Yeah. Did you find the hairdryer adequate?
Yes.
Yeah, my wife said she found the hairdryer adequate, so don't bring your own hairdryer. Underwear in there. You don't want to see that, but there's plenty of storage in life vests, and your life vest has your muster station on them. There's only 2 of us in this room, but we got, this room is actually set for 3 people. The sofa can be turned into another bed. Beside the bed, the lights, reading light. Actually, reading light. You have got a little socket under there for USB. The power outage from that is not very good, so it's a bit of a trickle charge. So if you want to charge your phone, you'll be there with it all night charging. But again, it's a cool little thing to have. That's for the bathroom light in the night. That turns on the main room lights. And I can't remember what that one does. Actually. Oh, that's the vanity light actually over there. I've not tried to push that one before because I was sleeping on the other side of the bed. You'll see the vanity light over there. It's where my Norway flag is. TV, I will actually come back to that later on. I'll just quickly show you this side. Exactly the same this side, except we've got a UK plug socket. Right. Oh, each side has a little some shelving there, so you can put, like you see, I've got my book, my headphones. Right, the sofa can be turned into a bed. There is a sign somewhere, it's actually just behind it here, saying do not operate best by yourself, please contact your cabin steward for assistance. So this is a sea view, sorry, not sea view, this is a balcony room, deck 9 aft, so at the back. We're actually above the clubhouse on this one, but I'll go into that in a minute. I'm just going to show you more of the room. Okay, telephone, list of telephone numbers are given to you on your the literature you get given in the room. Anyway, you can call another cabin from here, so we're actually staying with friends as well. Not in the same cabin, we're staying with friends and they're in a different cabin. So what we've been doing is like calling their cabin and then say, oh, you know, meeting up and coming down. Okay, cupboard, this a great little cupboard here, so hidden away, put your food and stuff like that. There's so much storage here. Tea and coffee making facilities, because of course P&O is British, and I think everywhere Britain has to have some law where you have to have your tea, because that's us Brits for you. Kettle, that's the European socket. And I said about the hairdryer, so you can only use the hairdryer in this socket, and of course 2 sockets here. Light switches, this is the vanity light, it's the same as that one on my wife's side of the bed I showed you earlier. And this is the main room lighting. Again, storage here, room service menu. I believe, oh, that's if you do want room service, you put that on your door outside. But that's actually the side part. That is the choices you want. Feel free to have a look at them. That is correct. This is June 2023. So if you're watching this video at a different time, don't blame me if the time's wrong. Norway flag, that doesn't come with the room. I bought that to wave at every port we were leaving, because there are lovely people at the ports who wave flags. They might wave a Union Jack, they might wave a Norwegian flag at you, and it's just a really, really cool send-off. Right, tea and coffee making facilities. There is loads and loads of tea bags, coffees, milks and sugars in here. If you run out of these in the day, A, you're drinking far too much tea and coffee per day, but that's your own choice. B, your steward will top them up, no problem. I think there's about 12 bags of tea in there. If you're going to drink 12 bags of tea in a day, you are going to be on that toilet all day. Yeah, my wife thinks that funny. It's funny too, because it is. Storage under there, as you can see, we brought our own snacks and stuff from home. This was a lot fuller when we came, wasn't it, Andrew? Had lots of Pringles and crisps and chocolate.
Fat man ate it.
Yeah, that's me she's referring to. Washing tablets as well, laundry tablets. Yeah, the laundrette is free. I can't show you the laundrette, unfortunately, because it's the last sea day and everyone's going to use the laundrette, and I just don't feel like being rude shoving a camera in people's faces. The laundrette is each deck, yeah, it's just by the midship stairs.
Yeah,
it's completely free to use. It is self-explanatory in there, and even if you're not too sure how to use it, there are stewards nearby, they'll happily show you how to use it. Laundrette, dryer, no problem at all. Just, you've got to bring your own tablets. I'm not too sure if they sell them in the shops, they probably do, but they'll be extremely expensive. So
just get them from Asda. Yeah,
just, there are other supermarkets available, but yeah, we bought ours from a green supermarket, beginning with A and then N in the fridge, little mini fridge. It's not the coolest fridge in the world, but it does the job. As you can see, it's keeping cans of beer warm, our gin and tonic. Sorry, cold, not warm. There'll be another one, wouldn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Silly FM.
Yeah. So we keep our stuff in there. Again, you can see it's not huge, but it's to keep your drinks and stuff cold. Does the job. That is actually an air conditioning vent underneath. The other air conditioning vent is on top of the wardrobe. Let's go and have a look outside. Right, each room's got a lock like this, little screw lock, so just remember, because sometimes I've gotten up in the morning and not been able to open my door. Yeah, my wife told me I was stupid, if you didn't hear that. Yeah, this seals the door out, so yeah, we're staying in a balcony. We're on deck 9. We actually chose deck 9. Did we not originally book deck?
No, we didn't book deck 8.
When we were booking, we very nearly booked, I think it was the promenade deck, but we felt like we wanted a bit more privacy, because there was a chance of people walking by your room looking in. It's not my cup of tea. Again, each their own. And we found that deck 9 is incredibly private. You see here, you have to be leaning over and looking into someone else's room to lose your privacy here. Currently we're on the North Sea right now. You see the wind farm there, but we're sort of off the coast of, last time we checked, off the coast of could be, I think off the coast of Essex actually, because we're due to get into the English Channel at somewhere around 9 PM tonight. We are travelling quite slowly because unfortunately we had our last shore visit in Haugesund cancelled yesterday due to the rough winds. So we actually set sail from Norway yesterday morning. So we actually had 2 sea days where it should have scheduled only been 1 sea day, which is, again, it's unfortunate, and it did get a little bit boring. But they, in credit to the crew, they do put on a lot of entertainment. They do plan for when things get cancelled, so it's not a very impromptu thing. They actually had a good schedule put on. Yeah, my wife's actually just put it on the TV, so I'll show you that in a second. Right, privacy screen between room. If you, like, say, have friends in the room next to you, which we don't, our friends are further down on the same deck, the steward can unlock that, so you sort of got a free balcony between you. But again, that's something your steward has to do. Deck chair and table. I'm not going to show you how to use that, but yeah, just take a minute to enjoy that. I highly recommend these balcony rooms. This is actually our first cruise, but these balcony rooms have been brilliant. It's not all that windy out here. It's not even that cold. It's quite nice in the morning to get up, have your morning cup of tea, and just sit out there and just watch the world go by. I mean, especially when you do somewhere like Norway, the views around the fjords are truly spectacular. Right, TV, my lovely wife has been so kind to turn it on, because you can turn on your positioning where you are. As you can see, it says we are, yeah, there you go, just in the North Sea, and about to come. That is actually our route up. It draws the trace behind you, so when you're going up on your first day, you see it going up behind you. So roughly where we went on this tour, started at Southampton on Saturday, up to Stavanger, which is the number 2 there. That's our first stop. So we had 1 sea day, Stavanger, then round the beautiful fjords to Oldham, which is number 3, and then behind that, number 4, which you can't see, that was, where was that? Oh, Hellesilt. That's the 1 day. Oh, sorry, it actually does say it there. Hellesilt. I hope I've said that correctly. Haugesund, which was cancelled. Hellesilt can sometimes be changed with Alsund, Alesund. That alternates. I'm not too sure how often it alternates, but not every tour does Haugesund, not every tour does Alsund. And I've actually heard from a few other guests, they have had days when they've had Stavanger cancelled and then they've gone to Bergen. Again, it depends on the weather going in and out. Our captain did actually say he was trying to see about the other ports, but apparently they were all just as bad, so he was obliged to take the pilot's advice. I don't blame him. You know, I trust them, they're the professionals. Right, our TV. I'll just go back to the main menu. A lot of people have asked, because we were on some Facebook groups before we came, they said, how can I keep track of my spending and stuff? You can do it on the TV. The TV is, well, it's not just your TV. So we checked our account. I'm not going to go deep into the account bit, but if you can see there, it just says your account up there. I just don't want to bring any personal details up. And you can see how much you've spent, how much onboard spending you've got left, if you haven't got onboard spending. And yeah, you can even just bring up an itemised bill. Like today we've gone to Brody's and we've gone in the casino for a bit. I got lucky in the casino, won 58 quid, didn't I, on the roulette, and yeah, took my chances and was like, that's it, I'm out of here. Ship map, well, that's a map of the ship. Yeah, it doesn't look overly clear on the screen. You have a ship map in your complimentary literature you're given. I can't find it here to hand, but you give them one when you're bored anyway, and it's so much clearer. You can see it on the app on your phone as well. That's just a rough, I'll show you exactly where we are. So you got the Clubhouse cabin there. Our cabin is roughly about there, on the, I believe it's the starboard side. Sorry, I'm not too keen on not too knowledgeable on nautical terms. It's the right hand of the ship. I'm pretty sure that's starboard, but I know aft is the back, because all the stairs they say aft stairs, middle stairs, or lifts. With this room here, as you can see, it's above the Clubhouse. It's been a bit controversial on some Facebook P&O groups, you know, Iona groups. They're like, oh, you can't sleep at night in these cabins because it's so loud from the Clubhouse. I'm a light sleeper, but I do sleep with earplugs. I have not had a sleepless night because of the noise nearby. Sometimes you do hear a rumble, but I've been out like a light. I've not been like kept awake thinking, oh, you know, can they turn the noise down and stuff. Again, I'm in cabin free. I don't know about any other guests that have been staying in previous areas. It is a bit louder in the hallway, but when we come in to the room, it's fine. It's even when we're sat watching TV at night, if we don't fancy a late night, they do have events going on till quite late. Anyway, enough about that. I can go on about that all day. You got your things at the top there, like your important contacts, so if you need the medical centre and stuff. What's good as well, if you need an emergency, it really is just pick up the phone, dial 999. Hopefully no one would ever need to use that, but it's good to know it's there. From what I remember, someone said if you need to see a doctor for something, you know, not an emergency, they can't come to you. You have to go to them, but you have to call them up and make an appointment. I don't know if that's 100% correct, so if someone knows any different, then please feel free to correct me, because I've not had to use that. But you can't just walk in there and say, oh, you know, I've got a injury. You've got to call them up and book an appointment first. Right, let's show you also the TV. So you got your video on demand. So you got well, it's like your video on demand services, the paid subscription ones, which I'm not going to say the names of, but you know the ones I mean. Plenty of films on here, classics and modern films. The only downside I had to them, when you're watching a film and you cancel out the film, it doesn't save where you were on the film, so you have to just, so that what I found was just pausing it. So because yesterday I was doing some laundry and going up and back towards the room, and I was watching Bohemian Rhapsody. I had to just keep pausing it every time I go up to change over the laundrette and stuff like that. And I even paused it when we went to dinner. I'm just going to show, sorry, my wife wants to watch TV. She was in the middle of a movie, so she wants to watch the end of it, so I better move on. You do have live TV and radio on here, as you can see. got some channels with TV. Some of them the schedule is, it doesn't say what it is. It depends on signal. Sky Sports News. There are 2 other channels that I had. There was Sports 24 and Sports 24 Extra. That had like your football, and luckily last weekend I could watch the Formula One. It was the weekend of the Monaco Grand Prix, and I was happy, wasn't I? And because I can watch the Grand Prix. Yeah, she wasn't happy because she doesn't like it. She thinks it's boring, but that's everyone's own views. Right, I'll quickly show the ship's camp. Sorry, I need to mute that just in case the YouTube people get me on licensing. Ship bow camp. That's really cool. Some days the picture's clearer than other. Quite often in the morning I'll just wake up and stick that on. It does have announcements and stuff like that on there. Right, I'm going to give the control back to my wife. I'm going to go because she wants to finish watching this movie. I'm irritating her. So I hope that's a good review of our room. So most importantly, would I recommend this room? Yes, we would definitely book this room again in a beat. For doing somewhere like Norway, I believe you need to have a room with a view. Even if you just have a sea view room, the fjords are that beautiful, you need to be able to see it from your room. I'm not trying to say anything bad about the inside cabins. I did actually have a look at someone's inside cabin the other day, but I didn't film it because they were there with their family and stuff like that. But they look a bit cozy, but not too cramped. Again, it's your preferences. Our friends are actually in a conservatory suite up the road.
Conservatory mini suite.
Sorry, a conservatory mini suite. I always get everything wrong. Conservatory mini suite, which it basically is just a room like this. But imagine the balcony being further out, so you'd have the conservatory there where the balcony is. Then they got another door out onto their balcony. They paid about an extra £1,000 more, and to be honest, they didn't see it as being worth it themselves, because their view is just about the same, and the conservatory they barely used. But again, that's just everyone's preferences, because there are suites in the rooms behind us. I think it's the Andaman suite there. I briefly saw through the door when they were cleaning it the other morning. I've not been inside one, so I can't make any comment. Anyway, I hope this clears up questions or gives you an idea of what to book for your holiday. So thanks for watching. Goodbye.